I'm Julie Atherton. I'm Chief Strategy Officer at Indicia and also part of the DMA's Social Media Council. The Council is committed to supporting business in the use and application of social media. We look at this across every vertical and every sector. As part of this remit, we've been looking at the financial services sector, which is a tough environment. It faces high levels of regulation and also a low level of consumer trust. I've interviewed two pioneers from financial services. They're as diverse as the sector itself, but I hope what they have to say you'll find informative and useful and inspire you to use social in your business too.
Hi there, I'm Pete Markey. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer for RSA Insurance Group. We're a global business with over 20 million customers globally, 20,000 employees. And my role as Chief Marketing Officer is to protect, defend our brand, ensure we've got a very clear brand strategy across our 30 plus markets, and to make sure we're delivering that day in, day out. Also to make sure we do brilliant marketing consistently right across the globe. I think the choice of social platforms is quite an interesting one given that it's an ever-changing landscape. So the main platforms we're on are Facebook, Twitter and YouTube, as well as LinkedIn. We have a very strong LinkedIn presence. And we're using LinkedIn proactively for a lot of recruitment and brand reputation at the moment. The challenge is platforms like Instagram, Snapchat, other platforms are coming through now. And I think our challenge is keeping up to speed with all those and not, in inverted commas, putting our eggs in one basket. But the main, most popular platforms we're present and active on. And I think if I was to put them in priority at the moment, LinkedIn is absolutely our number one at the moment for brand, reputation and recruitment. Been a phenomenal success for us, particularly engaging brokers. Then I'd put sort of Facebook and Twitter, joint, I think, with each other. Different purposes, behind what we're trying to do there, but great ways of both promoting messages, but also really gathering customer feedback on a regular basis. Social media is absolutely fundamentally changing the way we market our products and services because it's a two-way channel with customers. It's great because they can give us feedback on our products and services real time, and it's also a way for us to promote the right messages at the right time to our core audience. So yes, it's fundamentally changing the way we do business and also the way we communicate and build a relationship with our customers over time. Absolutely, we're using different platforms for different audiences. Best example is LinkedIn, phenomenal way of connecting us with our brokers. In Canada, we've got thousands of brokers on a dedicated community. And actually, because half our business is through brokers, B2B2B or B2B2C, it's a great way of connecting with them. Facebook and Twitter are serving more of a B2C perspective and helping us very well in that regard. I'd love to say we've got all of this sorted in terms of connecting every customer contact and relationship. We're in our baby steps in some markets in just launching social. We haven't got to the stage yet where we've fully connected everything up. Some markets we're getting there, some we're quite a way behind. But I think that's the next stage in our evolution and journey. How do we make sure for our customers this is a seamless series of conversations that connect up, and whether they tweet about our business, a complaint or praise, that we can connect that up with when they speak to us in the call centre or through some other communication. Early steps, we're in good shape on the journey, but we haven't got it all sorted yet. I think social media can fit really well with the regulatory environment in which we operate, because the regulatory framework is all around protection for customers and treating customers fairly and being there for customers when they need us the most. And social media is absolutely the platform that allows us to do that. I mean, I think the key thing that we're doing and have done in a number of our markets is making sure we've got full records, audit trail of every conversation, everything that we're saying and doing. And we've got a number of tools we're now using to do that. So I think it's on us to make sure we've got the right level of protection cover for what we're doing. But importantly, I think social media is a brilliant tool for demonstrating our customer commitment and being there proactively, real time for customers, which is exactly what the regulatory environment would want us and expect us rightly to do. It's hard to write a business case for social media, but my argument is if you're not there and you're not visible, someone else or your customers are having a conversation about your brand and you're not visible, which doesn't look good for your brand or your reputation. In our Irish business, 123, we're about to launch our official Twitter account. We haven't had one before, but there's been conversations going on that we've not been proactively taking part in that we've needed to. So there's a very clear need, a very clear benefit of us being there. Hard to write the business case for it, but you can clearly see if we're not there, it's not good for our reputation, not helping our customers either. I think social is definitely amplifying our other activity. It's interesting because I've heard some people talk about social as being a replacement tool for other channels. I'm not seeing it that way at the moment. I'm not aware in any of our markets that we've stopped doing things. It's more social as another channel to amplify and further enhance what you do. But I haven't got a brilliant way so far of putting all those bits together to amplify it. The closest we've got to econometric modelling, which is showing some early results for social, but nothing in any more depth than that currently. If I'm honest, we're not focusing on return on investment as a kind of lead measure at the moment. On Facebook, something as simple as cost per sale, cost per lead is been a really good measure so far. We do look at the cost of engagement through channels like LinkedIn compared to other channels like print, etc., and those scores are proving very effective and very efficient too. We have an ongoing challenge, I think, around how we fully measure social, but we now have a common dashboard that we're using right across the group, which is helpful. We have seen great brand scores, great net sentiment scores coming through on a lot of our activity, great engagement with content too, and critically, we're now seeing Facebook as a viable sales channel for some of our brands like More Than, delivering fantastic results.